That's a beautiful shot, sir. Oh, we got him, sir. Yes, we got him. Oh, look at that. Greetings and welcome to episode 83 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, how I left it last time, and it looks peaceful, my friends, it looks quiet. But indeed, we now have Spain declaring war upon us. For what reason? We don't know, but that's immaterial now. But once again, the council has stepped up right to the mark, my friends. It really has stepped up to the plate with some exemplary advice. Now, we do have a number of promotions as well that have been coming forth for quite a while. As you can see here, now we do have a real powerful army group here.
Yes, my lord.
As you can see, Field Marshal Ernuk. Look at that, General Bruce, a wonderful, wonderful council member, and now a general upon this particular front here, facing the Poles. But however, the council has really said, Mary must err on the side of caution now with the Poles. But there's also been council members saying that you must attack them as well. Maybe get it done over and done with. Attack them, see where it puts you. Now, of course, we've had some really exemplary advice. But for the moment, we're just going to hold off on Poland. Now, I know there's a number of them, including Faramir, who has come up with some fantastic advice, including attacking Poland and taking the fight to them, sort of leapfrogging, as it were, between the cities and sort of trying to put Poland, as it were, on the back foot, giving us time to then concentrate on Spain. But there's also been other council members as well saying you need to now make sure you have peace with Poland, regardless of what might come, and start to pull forces, not all the forces, but some forces off the Eastern Front, shifting them to the Spanish front. And indeed, there's been a call by Field Marshal Ernuk that we should actually move against Italy here, so moving through Strasbourg here, as it were, moving through the mountains and or wrapping around here and trying to move in and take Milan, take Turin, take Genoa, and sort of move down and effectively remove all Spanish influence in Italy, bring it under full British control. And that way then we would have effectively a massive empire that was spanned from the English Channel all the way to the very tip here of the Mediterranean. And of course it would also give us within easy striking distance of Calgary and Tunis, also Madrid itself. We also got a number of council members saying we can do both. We can actually strike against Italy and Madrid at the same time. But the vast majority of the council have actually been saying you need to attack Madrid, you need to take the fight to them, but also perhaps Portugal as well. Now, we do have a huge task on our hands in terms of also keeping the Poles on our side. Now, there's every chance that Poland is going to declare war upon us as well. So, there has been a wonderful suggestion by General Couch, General Michael Couch, that we actually give Dresden up. Now, before some of you might be panicking about giving Dresden up, it's whom we give it to is the important point here. Now, there has been a call to give it to the United States. Now, remember, they are a staunch ally of ours. They really are our absolute main ally. And we're going to do this. We're going to actually give Dresden to the Americans. Now, there's been a call that we actually try and get some money from them for it. I'm not sure they would pay. We will try. And also trying to get military access in also to give them Dresden. So we get military access, try and get some money from them, and we give the city to them. Now, this is the thing that really tipped it in the favour of giving it to the United States is that it's going to put, number one, an ally on our doorstep. It's also going to make the Poles think twice, because if I'm not mistaken, they're not at war with Poland yet, but it'll make Poland just think twice, because the United States did actually join the war with Spain against the Spanish. Now, they are really, really very strong allies, and also we've got Sweden. Now, we're hoping that Sweden can actually deal with this, what is becoming quite a sizable threat here from the Russians, because Sweden has been taking everything here. Look, they've even taken what is now Archangel here, and they've even taken Komi. Well, I'll be. I didn't even notice they've done that. Look at this. They've effectively wrapped around the far north. They're moving into the sort of that is exact. Wow. They're moving sort of into the Urals almost. I mean, that's a huge thing they've done. They've effectively almost encircled the Russian Empire. However, they're not dealing with this force here. Now, there's also the council saying you must be wary, Mala, because the Russians might declare war upon you as well. So we've got to try and keep peace with the Poles. Now, if we give, or should I say, when we give the United States Dresden, it's going to pull these forces to the nearest region of ours. Now, I think that's going to be Hanover, but that's going to give us effectively an army group plus the support army here. As you can see here, this army though can be put into good use, and indeed the forces will be sort of amalgamated with another force. We've got plenty of forces here we can use with that army. Look at this. And as you can see here, we've got General Faramir as well, commander of a wonderful force we've put together here. General Faramir, a commander who I admire because he does think outside the box quite a bit as well. That is something, so we've given him quite a strong force here. We've also, as you can see here, give Abraham Lincoln a very strong force here as well. Now, General Lincoln has been a really, really very long-standing supporter of ours, and indeed for this campaign, a wonderful council member as well. We've also got here General Jaden Van Wyck here as well, who's got command of an exceptionally powerful force here, including horse guards, which are effectively the Royal Cavalry. Then we have General Chad Smith here as well, joining this elite army group. Now, you're going to hear some noise in the back of my friends. You can probably guess who that might be. We also got General Charles as well, who has been a real staunch, wonderful supporter of ours here. Look at this, effectively a marine force, and also the Royal Cuirassier Guards. It's an absolute wonder, sir. We've got pistols as well, which is good to see. And we've also got forces here General Sahara Raptor as well, who's also become a general here of this force. Now, this force will change slightly. We've got this composition of this force doesn't really sit very well with me at the moment. We do need some additional guns, some additional firepower as well. But this force will sort of change over time. But the general will remain the same. Of course, we've got the green jackets here as well, which are going to put exceptional use. We do have also, look at this. We've also concentrated the absolute elite, the apogee here of the British naval forces. Look at this, my friend. It's a wonder. Look at that. It really is. We are going to see some naval battles. I think, actually, we've got this raiding this army here, raiding this line here. Look at that. We've sunk there. Actually, oh, have we?
Yes, my lord. Awaiting further orders.
That's more like it. That's more like it, sir. Yeah, that's more like it. Now that's gone from 12,000 to 2,000. We're effectively draining 10,000 gold off that trade line. Only for now. We've also got this very powerful Mediterranean fleet down here. Not fully composers we like, but this is a little bit of a problem here. This is a problem here. Why have the Poles here? Now, there's been a call for us to actually give Patras, part of Greece as it is now in latter day, to the Poles as sort of a peace offering as well. We've got to keep them on our side just for the time being. Now, they may still declare war upon us, in which case we'll just have to deal with that. There's also been a call from the council to take this army here and land using an amphibious assault and retaking Tripoli. Now, this army here of the Spanish has been absolutely thrashed. It really has. It looks good, powerful on paper, but when you get close up, it is not in the best of shape. So we're going to retake Tunis, Tripoli. We're also going to move against Tunis and Algiers as well. So we're going to try and take all of North Africa if we can with this force here. Now, there's been a call for us to actually use this army here in Egypt and take this and use it as part of the strike force that effectively crumbles the Spanish North African redoubt, as it were. So we're going to do that and effectively put in here not a skeleton force, as it were, but forces that will be able to deal with anything that might be coming their way. So we're going to start on that immediately now. We've got to be careful of our income as well, because we're raiding the Spanish lines. But hopefully as we take cities from them, our income will increase. But we do need to be careful here. Let's just refix this here as well. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. 50,000 for the time being. Well, that'll set us fair. Now, as first things first, let's get Dresden in the US hands. Now, look at United States, plus 301 here. Now, that is a friend indeed. As you can see, they're at war with Spain as well. That's going to be good. They only have to trade with Russia and ourselves. Now, keep Russia on their side. Their allies are ourselves, of course. Louisiana, the Hurons, and indeed the Inuits. Now, let's open some negotiations here. Now, we want... Of course, we've got an alliance, so we've already got military access. Now, let's give them... Now, we've got to be careful here. Saxony. There it is. So we give them Saxony. That's a lot. We're going to lose a lot of money here. A lot of money. I wonder if they're prepared to give us some money for this. Let's try 5,000. They might decline this. If they do, then that's fair enough. But they might not. I know 5,000 doesn't seem a lot, but if they don't take the money, we will give it to them anyway, because it's in our benefit to have this ally here with us, as it were. And actually their power is increasing quite quickly, considering they've only been here for maybe 10-15 years, the United States, in its current form. It has grown very, very quickly as well. It's going to be a very powerful force. Let's just try that. No. Okay. Guess they're not going to take that. What we will do then is we shall give them the region. Let me just quickly check something here. Yeah, it is Saxony, because knowing my luck, I'd give them the wrong region. I'm going to give them that. I don't think they've got any technologies, no. We might give them some technologies. I think we might give them some technologies as well to help them. We will give them ring bayonets, and we'll give them fire by rank. That'll open up some of their more elite. What else can we give them here as well? We really want to help them become a real powerhouse, because they are really are a staunch ally of ours. You can probably guess whom that might be there in the background, my friends. We'll also give them improved grenades. Let's do this. Yes, look at that. Now we have. Now, of course, we're on there, so we can now withdraw ourselves. We're going to withdraw these troops. Of course, we're allies. We can stay here. Let's pull back. We've got to pull these forces back. It's going to take a while for us to get back here. We're going to stay as a complete group here, just in case we don't want to be ambushed in any sort of way here. That is now under United States control. We've probably lost something there. We've lost 8,000 here, but that's fine. But we've gained effectively another army group, which we can use now. So when we pull some of these forces away from the front line here, we can, but also we're going to use some of these forces here as well to actually hit the Spanish in Italy as well. Right, you'll have to excuse me a second, my friends. Sorry about that, my friends. So we've also got Spanish forces moving in here. Now this force shouldn't really be a problem. This force, however, does comprise of some elite forces here. We've got a very strong army here in Paris. Now they are quite clearly going to aim for Paris here. We might have to detach an army, not this army here, but perhaps this army here of General Faramir to intercept these Spanish forces here. I'm ready to give them a sound thrashing because they are a good number of miles apart. I think we might just put General Faramir's force here, this just here of the river here, just in preparation for maybe being able to intercept this force, but they may go this route here and across past Clermont. Maybe heading for Orleans here. But my guess is they're going to probably stick to the road here and go from the Lyon, Dijon here and up through this way here to Paris. We've got a fort here as well, but I'd like to try and give them a little bit of a thrashing before they got to Paris, just to ward them off, just to say you might be in France, but you're not going to be in here for long. So we've also got this force here, which we're just going to complete. We do need artillery. Yes, we are indeed putting artillery together here in London. We haven't put anything together in Scotland here. I think we need to start putting another army or indeed sort of refining this army. So I think the word we're looking for, refining General Raptor's army here. We've got a lot of cavalry. There's a bit of a mishmash here of forces. What we'll do is we'll put some more artillery into motion here. What have we got? Howitzers. I think some 24-pounders here will definitely do us some good. Here we are, 2 of those there. Just to balance it out a little bit. Now, we've also moved these forces back here into Hanover. What we need to do is have this balance here, because we do need these forces here, but we've got to pull forces out to confront. Now we do intend to move down into Milan here. We've got to now use all our diplomatic mouse and nous, as it were, to really get Poland on our side, because they're hostile with us. Now this, now a state gift was mentioned, but I think we might give a thoroughbred here as a state gift, just to perhaps. Now they're friendly with us. See, now the state gift again, the councillors come forth and absolutely change the dynamic here of this campaign with that one suggestion here. Now their power is terrifying, spectacular wealth. Well, power is growing, but it's not quite there yet. So they're friendly now, only because we give them the state gift. If we can keep giving them that to keep them on side. Now we're also going to give them the region. Now, but as you can see, Moria down here it doesn't have any. What we're trying to do here is not shrink our empire on purpose, but we're trying to refine it. We're trying to make it more efficient. We're trying to use the forces we've got available to the maximum capacity we can here. So if we give them Moria, I know this will complete effectively the complete domination here of the sort of the eastern sort of side of the Mediterranean, but that's not the problem. What we want is we want them to be able to sort of say, okay, the British are sort of moving out of our sphere of influence for the meantime. I know we've sort of thrown the curveball at them by giving the United States Saxony. Now that's between them and the United States now, but we're going to give Moria to them as well. I don't think we've got all the technologies. We're not going to ask for any payment. We're just going to give them Moria. We need to keep them on side now. We need to keep them on side. So let's give them Moria. That'll complete their sort of the completion of Greece to the Poles. Now, where has he gone to? Still minus 78. However, it might hopefully start turning in our favour. There they are. It's actually worked out well in our favour, sir. It's actually reinforced Naples by default. Now we've got these Polish forces here, but they are now immaterial, as it were, in terms of what they're going to do. Now, they can have those armies here. Moria is now theirs. We've hopefully gained ourselves a number of years. Now, there's every chance that as soon as we end the turn, they'll simply declare war upon us, but that's the chance we've had to take. What is crucial is we still have access to Saxony, so if they declare war upon us, we can still hit them where it hurts, and we shall do that, my friends. We shall not back down from anyone. Rest assured, that will not happen. Now, this army here, we need to refine this army as well. We can't have all Swiss Jaeger, that's just ridiculous. And we've also got, I think what we're starting now is mixing in some, we've got Swiss Mountain Jaeger, we've got these, what have we got in the Netherlands here? This army, look at that army, is an absolute brute. We're not recruiting anything here.
Ready for orders. At the ready. Lord. Your Majesty. Ready and awaiting orders.
Let's just pull out some of these here. We'll keep 3 Swiss Jaeger in here. And we'll have 2 Hessian, no, 2 Swiss, 1 Hessian Jaeger. So let's just move these out and this out here, and this gentleman. Cute. It's more like it there. Now we need to start refining this here. Let's get a general. Now let's start putting together another army here. This army really will be a brute, sir. Like cavalry sharpshooters. Our Lancer Guards are a fantastic force to have. I can't get any more here at the moment. No. Cuirassiers. Thank you. They will be pivotal in the battle to come. We'll leave that at there at the moment. We do need to scout Portugal if possible. And also we do need to scout Tunis. To that end, do we have anything at all available within this theatre? Yes, of course we do, sir, of course. Now we've got a force here. That will be a fight and a half there. We've also got this force in. Look at the guns they got available here. But if we were to move use the army here from Cairo as well. No, I'm not sure. Of course, they've moved from the steam dry dock here. So I think we'll move them back. They can actually help to garrison Cairo. That'll be an excellent chance for that to happen there. We'll be moving out the Cairo garrison as well. Now we know what's in Tunis. That will be crucial. That army is a pretty powerful force, and indeed they've also got a backup army there. Let's quickly check what's in Algiers. Just a quick force there. I think we can probably deal with that as well. Now let's get them back. We can't afford to lose anything here at all. Now Sardinia is also heavily defended here. But again, only with militia. So we're waiting. We can pretty much guarantee they're going to come for us here, but we've now reinforced here. By default, we've got this sort of reserve force, only a small reserve. And in fact, what we might do is swap this army here.
Ready for orders.
We've got mortars here.
Yes. Sir.
I'm thinking that the mortars aren't going to be entirely useful in terms of what they can bring here. We could move them into here, but it would mean moving forces out from here, which I'm not really comfortable with doing. We need the firepower we've got here to really give us that oomph in a battle. We've got reinforcements.
Yes, sir.
We'll keep the mortars. I mean, the mortars aren't essential, but they could. You never know. They could turn this in our favour. We've also hit this here, which is absolutely fine. We're prepared for that, but we are going to probably clear Italy, and we're going to attack Madrid as well. So in that guise, we're going to move against Madrid. This force here will be used, and also I think what we'll do is we'll use this force here of General Lincoln. Will also be moved now to Antwerp. We are going to attack Madrid. That goes without saying. I think we'll have some rifle scouts.
Your humble servant.
Come on, man, for goodness sake, get a grip yourself, man. That's much better there.
Yes.
These two into here.
Forwards for crown and country. Men,
It's
forward.
more like it. Now we're starting to put together that force there. That force is also going to be moved towards the port. And to that end, I think we'll also recruit into the sloop here. We'll also have to probably have an escort. What we could do is move those forces here into Brest, and then launch an assault from here. We need to hit Madrid pretty much off the bat. We really do need to hit them off the port. So into the port. Mind you, the port here is guarded with these ships here. Got to be careful what we're doing here. We can only hope that Poland is going to keep itself at bay for the meantime. I think we've probably done this, but until we get this force back and here, we're not going to pull these forces out here.
Sir, your leg ready.
This force here is going to move to intercept these Spanish forces here, but we are going to strike Madrid. If we can get Madrid before these forces are able to move into position, by goodness me, that's a strong force there, and indeed in the ship there, there's a strong force. But if we can take Madrid, my goodness me, it would really put them on the back foot. We need to increase our actually, let's have some Irish volunteers here. Defending their homeland. We're going to keep Edinburgh and London fully reinforced. We've already been bitten once before by not defending the major cities, and that really did hit us pretty hard. Hitting Spain quite aggressively here as well, which is quite nice. Now, I think we've done everything we could. And the council, I know many of the council have asked for us to move this force here. We will do, not until we've got that sort of skeleton crew in, but hopefully Russia will also keep themselves out of this fight and deal with it, because they've got enough on their hands with Sweden. Thank goodness Sweden's going to keep them there. Right, let's see what happens here. Poland might not like that we've actually given Dresden here to the US. Also, we mustn't forget the New World. And that means the Council has called upon us to actually move two forces in here and take Cuba and to take Hispaniola here. We still have trade with New Spain now. They didn't decide to come on to the side of the sort of motherland, as it were. And I think they've done that because they've got a huge amount of trade coming in and out of the Caribbean. They've got a very powerful force there, look at that. Again, we need to get ourselves into here and start disrupting the Spanish trade routes here. This army is a very strong army indeed. We might just launch an assault. We might just launch an assault. Down into here. They've got this fleet in here as well. We don't have any fleet. Look at that. They got Antigua, Trinidad, Tobago. We will be looking to take Cuba. Cuba really is the absolute hub here of a lot of Spanish trade. What's the Spain's 11,000? Look at the amount of money they make it from here. 11,000, 8,000 there. My goodness me. 24,000 coming in and out of this New World. We have to hit them. That's where most of their gold is coming from. So we've got to send a fleet into the New World. We don't have one here at the moment, which is a little bit of a menace. But I think we're going to put our assault of Quebec on hold. The Americans are... Oh, look at that. They've got US Marines here already. That's a... Oh. American infantry mercenaries. That's a wonder. And Pulaski's Legion. So they do have... Oh, look at that. They're assaulting the Iroquois. Well, hopefully we've given them some... Let's give them some more technology. I think we need the United States to be very, very strong. Plus 401 now. Okay. Let's give them some more technology here. Because we want them to be... We'll give them military syllabus. We'll give them socket bayonet as well. That way they can get their academies up and running pretty quickly here. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's make a very, very strong ally with the US. We're going to need it. Right, let's end the turn, my friends, and let's see where it takes us. Hopefully. And these will be ready almost another 3 years away yet. Let's end the turn. 3 months, should I say. Let's see what happens. It's going to be really crucial now. Spain's going to move against us. You can just feel it in your bones. Ah, here they come. Here they come. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. We know what's going on here. But that is not in the best of... That's not the best of shape, this force.
The fleet is lost!
That's okay, but we've done some more damage to the Spanish fleet here. And look at this. These fleets are not in the best of shape.
The fleet is lost!
I wonder if us raiding the trade line is starting to bite. I wonder.
The fleet is
We
lost!
lost another one here as well. That's pretty good. I know these are only sloops, so these were more spying on what was available here, but now they're raiding our trade line, of course. That's fine. You absolute fiends. Yes, here we go. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Now what we want to do is we want to try and leave this one behind. We want to try and leave one of these behind, so that what they'll do, they'll move against the city here, and then we can then attack them. So we'll decline the attack. That's what we wanted there. So hope it splits the armies up. Now hopefully Poland will just leave us alone here, because my goodness me, they are absolutely throwing everything they can here at Stuttgart, and that is scary. Let's be okay. Okay, now then, this is now massively complicating things. But wow. Okay, let's just do this. They declared war my goodness me. Well, it looks like all our plans have just gone out the window anyway. I've got to call upon the council once again here to take this fight. My goodness me. I think we might take this fight. I think we'll clear this flank here in Hanover. We'll clear this flank here, show them what we're made of here, what we've got coming in here now. We've got General Chad Smith as well in reserve here. This force, I think, is more than enough to deal with these forces here. They've got a lot of guns themselves. It's going to be a brutal fight. It really is. They've got the cavalry. They've got the hussars here, light cavalry, 2 general bodyguards. They've got the dragoons. This force not at full strength. They've got a lot in reserves, but so have we. Now let's just organise our reserves here, so that we do have the right reserves coming in. Cavalry must come in first. I think we'll set this here so that we have our infantry coming in good order. This is going to be we've got Spain, and we also have, and we've also got Poland to deal with now. Good grief, this is going to be a battle and a half. We're going to have to pull forces from everywhere now. This is going to be a fight beyond anything we've ever dealt with. But let's take the first fight. Let's take the first thing in our favour here at the moment. If we can deal, then again, let's take this fight. Now let's take the fight. Let's take the fight. Let's not just stand back here and let things happen. Let's show them if they move against us, they will pay a heavy price. That includes we're going to put some of our guns in our defensive line. But Poland declares war as well. Spain has declared war. We've got the United States now in Dresden. Now, the United States has joined us, but the chances are that Dresden is probably going to fall anyway. But that's okay. What we have managed to do though is pull that army group out, and it will sort of strengthen our lines. Now we know where they're going to be coming from. The fort is in good shape here, but I don't think it's going to come out of this battle in one piece. But let's not worry about that just yet. Now, lifeguards, Look at the light. I mean, look at that. The lifeguards is a joy. Look at that. What a wonder. Now, got plenty of... Look at the artillery support we've got here. My goodness me. Now, we've got horse guards. Yep. And we've got lifeguards and more horse guards, cuirassiers. Got the general here. No council member in this particular... Wait a minute. This fort, this part of the fort is burning. I thought I heard some crackling in the background there. Looks like it was part of one of the battles, but let's focus on what we're doing here. We'll put the cavalry outside the walls momentarily. Now look at the gun, look at the fire support here. It is extraordinary. So what we are going to do is we're going to set ourselves up here. We're going to set them up here. That's all of our howitzers in one place. Then we've got here our 24 pounders of our force artillery and artillery here. Okay, we're going to unlimber and limber here. We are going to absolutely pour the fire upon them. Quick line, and I think shrapnel shot. Hopefully we've got enough distance here to cover this. Now let's get our troops into the parade ground here. Oh, we got Swiss line infantry. That is an absolute joy. We have. It's the first time we've ever used Swiss line infantry in our particular, in the British Empire thus far. But look at that. Look at that. They really are the absolute apogee, the elite. Got foot. Let's put all of our forces here on the parade ground. Let's get them on here. Let's see what we've got at our disposal. The regiment here. The 124th. If Poland wants our land, if they want our cities, they are going to pay a dear, dear price for them. 31st. 113th. 84th. Any damage to this fort? No, nothing at all. 30th Regiment. '97th. My goodness me. Thankfully, with this city is well prepared. 21st. It really is very well prepared here for battle. Goodness me. I think that's what we've got at the moment. It's not too bad here, but we put the Swiss line infantry right to the vanguard of the defence here. We put them here. Mind you, this section will be hit probably pretty hard here. This section is indestructible, so we're going to put the Swiss line infantry here. They will be expected to do their duty. 42nd here. Whichever regiments are going to be here, they're going to be hit pretty hard. There's no point in beating around the bush here, saying otherwise. But 124th on the left flank. Gentlemen, the blazes is going on here. Thank you, gentlemen. 84th, we've got to cover every single side here. They're going to come at us with everything they've got. Covering the right flank. We'll have the 97th covering the left. Discipline will be absolutely key. Got the general here. Got to keep the general in good order as well, so he can't be throwing himself into action here. 31st, again protecting the flanks here because they will move on us. It depends where we've got reinforcements of our own, so we're not going to start panicking too much. Got General Smith on his way as well, so that will be excellent to see. Got the 30th here. We might keep the 30th and 21st in reserve. So I think what we'll do is we'll just keep them in reserve back here. Gentlemen, please. One on the left, one on the right. Just so that we've got them in. If we need them, they can be used to defend. We'll try and keep things not light, but we'll just try and keep things in good order. We can always pull them from different sections if need be. The guns should do a lot of damage for us, however, we've got reinforcements coming in. Right, we've also got our cavalry. This is going to be crucial here, how we use the cavalry. What we'll do is we'll probably flank around here, because they do have quite a lot, and the topography here is flat. We can use the village as a sort of a guise here, sort of shield our approach. If we can wrap around them with this cavalry here, we can do some damage, perhaps into the reinforcements. Let's begin. Oh, look at that, they've opened up already, sir. We got mortars. They've got mortars. Move. They've got mortars. Oh my goodness me, they got rockets. Ooh-wee. Right, time to get them off here. There's not going to be much left of this. That is an absolute brute. My goodness me, look at that. They've been absolutely vanquished. They're going to come in here for definite. Right, let's pull these forces up ready. We've got to meet this. That's more like it. We're going to get the Swiss light. Oh my goodness me, they're already through the wall. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness me. Those rockets are a monster. Improved rockets, we've got to get in there. Got to disrupt this entire... Oh my goodness me, they've absolutely vanquished us there. Let's focus, gentlemen, let's focus. Yes, we've held, of course, sir. Oh, that's a wonder. Look at that, they've absolutely vanquished this here. Let's switch now to... We're going to get ourselves some rocket troops. Look at that, these rockets have effectively just dismantled our front lines here. Hold on. Horse guards, they've gone. Lifeguards are broken. Or they're breaking. Mind you, look at that, straight into the heart of the enemy there, not even flinching for a second, sir. Start firing on the lads. Gotta hold this front here, but my goodness me, they opened up this wall within a matter of minutes.
Irregulars!
The cavalry's done a wonderful job here, a splendid job. We've dealt with all of their their fire support here. It really has taken an absolute thrashing. It's exactly what we needed to do here. We need to almost not sacrifice, but that'd be the wrong word, but this is a joy. This fire support has been a joy. The Poles are going to suffer such a... Oh, they've come back. The lifeguards, of course, they've come back, sir. Biras Sudowski is gone, sir. If they want this fort, it will cost them dear. Gentlemen, thank you. No reinforcements have come in yet. If we can hold this just with the force we've got here, that means we've got that reserve. There they are. Look lively, lads! Look lively! Give them a volley, give them a volley! Don't disobey orders, sir. Pull back! We're trying to get them into the firing line here of all of these upon the walls here. Oh, they stretch themselves a little bit too thin now. Now let's give them now let's turn on them. Let's turn on them, lads. Here they come. Compliments to the chef, sir. Here they come, here they come. If they want this fort, my goodness me, it's going to cost them dear. It's going to cost them dear. Square. You underestimated, sir. You underestimated the British Empire. Come the reinforcements. Here come the reinforcements. Huzzahs it is, sir. We've got the squares ready for you, sir. There's a lot of reinforcements coming off the line here, but we've effectively cleared the initial attack. Has been held. Let's just put these gentlemen back in good order here. Oh no, oh no.
Irregular. Infantry reporting.
Here they come. The arm. The war band here. We've absolutely vanquished that last force. We get in there and take these 12 pounders here, they're idle. And these 3 pounders as well. Here they come, huzzahs again, sir. Square formation. This 42nd Regiment has held this wonderful line. Oh, what a shot! Back, gentlemen, back! Hold your line, hold your line! What a wonderful fight this has been for us.
Infantry reporting.
Now let's pull this force back. But gentlemen, ooh. They've just absolutely smashed us to smithereens. Those 24 pounders there. Lost the lost the horse guards. Life guards, damn. Let's take those. No, gentlemen. What are you doing, sir? absolutely smashed them here, sir. Yes, you cleared the... Yes, sir. Oh, I've got them in this sort of ring of death here, sir. This is not a Sunday stroll, gentlemen. Move! This is a bloodbath, sir. Let's take out these regiment here. We have absolutely Oh, we want to fight, is it, sir? It would appear we've got a fight on our hands here. Look lively, lads. 6 bayonets. It's time to earn your corn.
Irregular. Infantry reporting.
Oh, they've gone. They've had enough. Mind you, they fought so bravely. Oh my goodness me. They've done us proud there. You can probably guess who that might be again, my friends.
Rifles.
Look at that. Absolutely vanquished, sir. You get, yeah, once again, you can guess who that might be. Don't have any more cavalry, but... Aha! General Smith coming in here. Our reserve commander. Not reserve commander, but commander of the reinforcements. Wrong. Come on, gentlemen, move, sir. Now we can push them back. We can push them back. There, they've lost the tremendous. We're going to clear this bridge. Look at the fight for the bridge here, sir. This causeway, as it were. Oh, what the blazes is going on here? Who is firing upon us? Ah. There's howitzers there. No, we're not losing any more forces here. So what we might do here is bring these gentlemen into bear. Gentlemen, don't just stand there, gawping. There's the problem solved, my friends. Problem solved. In the fort, if you would, please, General Smith. Just pull this force back. Come on, let's clear this bridge already. Ooh. It's going to hurt in the morning. Let's clear this flank. Now we've got the reinforcements in. General Smith in the... Yes, indeed. That's good to see. Now secure. Oh, gentlemen, don't just dawdle. Don't dawdle. We've given them a sound thrashing here, but we have lost a number of men here. Which is a shame here. We've luckily pulled them back here. Can replenish and repair. It's going to clear this entire... Ceasefire. What a fight this has been. What a fight this has been. Gentlemen. The Lancers will do the initial damage. Yeah, General's gone. Decimated. Yes, we've got the General shattered. Now let's move to deal with the dragoons. We've cleared the battlefield. We've held this town, my friends. We've held the city. The first battle with the Poles is now. Yes, that's a wonderful, wonderful fight there. And that, my friends, is going to bring this particular episode to a close. As you can see, we lost 1,112, but they lost 2,000, nearly all their force. Only 526 remain. That's the cost. It's going to cost them dear, sir. If they want to fight, then we'll oblige. We will oblige. Reinforced. It looks like they're going to try again. By looks, oh, that's going to be a brutal fight there. We've got to get reinforcements to Field Marshal Lennox's force. We even gave them Patras, mind you. Oof. We gave them Patras, but then again, that is probably actually done in our favour. It means we've now rebuilt reinforced against Spain as well. What will Russia do? Will Russia declare war as well? That's the... oh, look at this now. Can we trap them? We could trap this force here. Ah, they're going for Italy as well. Unbelievable. They're going to... oh my goodness me, our Italian force is now squashed between the Poles and the Spanish. Oh, you fiends. We've got to deal with this Polish force. We will not yield, sir. I'm absolutely determined. I know the council is exactly the same. We shall not allow Poland to overwhelm us here. We're going to take the fight to them and to their naval forces there that are harassing us. That's a guarantee. Starting to build up against here as well. We haven't attacked Dresden yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're building up forces for that, but we're going to turn around and attack them here. Oh, that is a monstrous fight. That is pulling in nearly 13,000 of our troops and at least 10,000 there of the Poles. That's going to effectively draw in the whole front line here. But look at the forces here, sir. Oh, Elizabeth Ernock is in the vanguard here of the defence here. I think we will bring in Field Marshal Ernock as the reserve here. But my goodness me, what a fight that's going to be, my friends. But that's going to be for next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a very, very eventful episode indeed. There will be another episode of this campaign, my friends. It really has taken off massively. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, my friends, please keep your comments coming down below. They've been absolutely exemplary. I once again have to call upon the council for advice. This has changed again, my friends. Absolutely extraordinary. It really has been. What the twists and turns of this campaign are unlike anything I've seen for a very, very long time. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Whatever you do, my friends, please be safe. But until next time, bye for now.